Hey guys, this is Tony with Inner Geek Designs. Today I'm back with the Inner Geek podcast. Sorry for some background noise. I'm walking my dogs right now and decided to do a podcast episode. So if you hear some chune bugs or cicadas, that's what that is. Today I want to talk about something that I've seen a lot more people in design groups use repeatedly, maybe use wrong, and maybe shouldn't be using. That's Photoshop mockups. Start off this episode, I'll tell you what I've been working on, what I've been doing, what I've been doing as a freelancer, as an in-house designer to try to help you maybe navigate in these fields. As a freelance designer, I've been working on a website, trying to crank through it. Got almost done, about maybe 45% of the way done with it. Then I got to send it to the client for feedback. I've been getting more clients finding me on Instagram. So if you're not on Instagram and you're not posting at least once a day, you should be doing it using proper hashtags and all that good stuff. It's kind of become my go-to place for clients to find me now. I still have clients find me on my website and stuff. But on top of that, I've been working on a design contest for a YouTuber to get a logo for him done. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it happens, hey, that's pretty cool. I mean, I don't really do design contests often. I don't personally believe in them, but I kind of believed in this. I like the YouTuber. I like the content he's made. I've watched a lot of his content, so I might as well just try it out, see how it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. If it does, that's pretty cool too. As an in-house designer, I've been working on getting a lot of stuff ready for this event that's coming up in late September, early October. A lot more stuff keeps happening. We're getting a sales award done now. We're getting that knocked out. Just have to wait for some rep names. You might have seen a prototype of it on my Instagram or socials. Looks pretty cool. We got event material going out. We got invites going out. We got scheduled all the emails, all this other stuff. This thing about a graphic design, if it's in-house designer, you're also usually the marketing department on top of that. A lot of designers don't know that. They think there's going to be an in-house designer and that's it. But that's not the truth. You'll be doing pretty much all the marketing yourself. So that's what I've been doing recently as an in-house designer and a freelance designer. A lot of good stuff in the works. It's been a lot busier year than the previous years. And then let's talk about today's topic, which is Photoshop mockups. Should you be using them? Should you not be using them? When you should be using them? So what are Photoshop mockups? For those of you that don't know, Photoshop mockups are usually an action in Photoshop that allows you to take a graphic that you made and put it on either a 3D object or a pseudo 3D object, and make it look like it was a photograph or a product or something. Usually used for portfolio pieces, but they've gotten a little out of hand recently. Designers are using them left and right. Starting designers are using them left and right to kind of showcase their work. So what's the issue with them? Well, the issue with this is the designers are not learning how to do certain things. When you use a Photoshop mockup, you don't learn how to make true package design. You don't know the folding. You don't know how the actual design's going to work. So if you're designing just for a mock-up, you're not seeing how your physical product's going to end up. You're not going to see how the design's going to turn out. You're not going to see how the design's going to print on certain materials versus others. Like if you print on a gloss coating, your graphic's going to look different than a flat coating. These are things that designers aren't going to know if they're just creating for mock-ups just to say, hey, I'm a designer, look at my portfolio. Now, just to be clear, I was doing the same thing when I was starting up. I didn't have all these clients. I didn't have all these physical products I could show. But as time's gone over, I've stopped doing it. The only time I use them now is for web design and mobile design. The reason I use it for these specific applications is because that it's kind of hard to showcase these without them in their natural environment on a laptop, on a mobile device, etc. But Like, say you're printing a business card for a client, they're not going to notice one or two missing, so you can take them and take a picture of them. A picture looks a lot better than, say, a 3D mock-up with a stack of them sitting. Sometimes you can tell that there is a mock-up and it looks trash. On top of that, a lot of starting up designers are using this 3D one of a logo that it kind of looks like they are... It's a 3D metal piece milled out, or manufactured. I don't know how it would be made, but and they're using it for any type of logo, which doesn't look right. It should be used for a corporate logo. Not a mom and pop startup is going to be using that type of logo in their shop. In other words, you got to kind of think about what you're designing. So say if you're designing for a mom and pop shop, just for example, it's a bakery. For that, you wouldn't be doing this 3D mock-up that everyone's been using. A mom and pop shop wouldn't be able to afford something fancy like a 3D metaled logo. They would need something that's on their window or storefront. And maybe since it's mom and pop shop, they can't afford, the full cost of a full color vinyl decal. So, they need to then just do one color, which would usually be frost. So you need to take that in consideration. Designers are just taking mock-ups and putting any type of logo or any type of work on it, not considering, the full scope of everything. So that's going to do it for this one, guys, pretty much, I think. Question of the day. Have you guys used Photoshop mock-ups? If you have, what'd you use them for? When did you use them for? And how'd you use them? Thought of the day. I would say still use mock-ups. They're not bad. You just have to be considerate of when you're using them, how you're using them, and if you can actually just get a physical item or print a physical item to show it and have some authenticity with your work. So hope you guys learned something new in this one. My dogs are kind of being annoying during this walk right now, and there's planes over because it's 9:30 in the morning. So I'll see you guys next one. Bye. Final thought. I just had a quick final thought before I actually wrap this up. If you're using them for portfolio pieces, that's fine. But at some point, you got to transition out from that. I don't think this is a designer issue. This whole mock-ups being used too much. I think it is an issue with print design dying and designers not being able to get print design clients anymore. I still get them occasionally, but that's because I'm working locally, not online more. Always work local before you work online. There's plenty of people local that need your work. That was just my final thought. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
The podcast you just heard was published with Anchor. Got something you want to say to the creator of this show? Send them a voice message using the Anchor app, free for iOS and Android.